Hello, welcome to another video of Coffee and Stocks. Welcome back, my guys and gals, right? Today, we're going to talk about stocks, obviously. But before we get started, how about we get some coffee? All right, so I just want to get one thing straight, and that I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as a subscribe, because honestly it does go a long way in supporting the channel, and I do thank you ahead of time. All right, so which stocks shall we talk about? Well, we're talking about airline stocks, and I know most of you are going to be thinking, oh, you shouldn't be investing in those companies, they're just on the floor right now. But guess what? Stocks that are on the floor interest me. Okay, so number one thing, should you buy or sell airline stocks right now? Well, there's a high risk for it, obviously, right? The main reason why it's a high risk right now is because they are down. Most of them, they're down for like 50%, right? Leading airline companies like Southwest, Delta, they are on the floor, and it's crazy how much this pandemic has affected every single one of us, but especially the airlines and cruises, right? So airline stocks in the recent weeks have been flying through turbulence, obviously, caught up in an election year battle in Washington over a second stimulus bill. The industry has been hit hard by COVID-19 pandemic, and with a full recovery likely years away, airlines can use all the help they can get. Now, they got bailed out, the first time, but they are in heavy need of the second stimulus bill. Now, I have 4 airlines that I really like, and I'm most likely going to invest in them. And I will tell you which ones they are and how long I'm going to invest in them. Now, here's a little chart that I want you guys to see, because it is very, very, hold on. It is very interesting how bad this is, right? So, if we look at the highest one, 28.86%, leading, what's it called? Leading industry leader, Southwest Airline, right? Percent change, negative 28.86% since January of 2020, right? So then we have Allegiant, JetBlue, but the one that has gotten hit the worst is Spirit Airlines Inc, with a whopping 59.71% towards the downside. Why? Holy crap, what is going on? They had to go through furloughs. There's no money going in. There was about 2 million people going through airlines last year in one day or something like that. So last year compared to this year, I know after Trump signed that law that no one was going to travel to the US, it decreased from 2 million people a day to 136,000 people in a single day. The decrease of passengers hurt the airlines the most. It's not, obviously it's the pandemic, it's the election, it's so many things, and currently the Democrats and the Republicans right now are fighting over a second stimulus bill, which can bail this company out, right? So it shows you right here, industry leader Southwest Airline is the lone large U.S. airline to never go through a bankruptcy restructuring, and famously has never ever even had to resort to involuntary layoffs, so firing, right? So my goal has been and remains no furlough, Kelly said. That's the CEO. If we fail to reach agreement on reasonable concession quickly, that will be our last resort, meaning that he will fire people. We don't have time for long drawn out complex negotiations. Now, do I think there's a better place for these airlines? Yes. Do I think it's now? No. When do I think that they're going to be able to come out of that hole that they're in right now? Maybe till like 2022, not gonna lie. But that is a perfect opportunity for some of us to get in. Now, some of these stocks have been, I mean, in general, they have a like high volatility. I get it. If you don't like volatility, skip this video. But if you don't mind volatility and you see these stocks as not a long term, but as like a year or 2 year play, you should definitely look into it. You should definitely invest, right? So, and I know Delta Airlines reported exploding losses of $3.30 per share, which is a lot, right? So sales fell just below consensus estimate at $3.1 billion. Q4 revenue projections remain down as much as 70% from a year ago. That's Delta. Delta is one of the top one of the top airlines, right? So let's see. Delta is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're at negative 45.5 0.50%. So that's quite a bit, right? So Delta has been burning $24 million in cash per day. That is horrible. Even they say that's bad news, right? The good news is that it's burning through only $24 million per day, which works out to about $8.8 billion a year. At a rate, the company's $21.6 billion in liquidity should give Delta enough cash to survive any recession lasting less than 2.5 years. So if we look at this, they have $21.6 billion in liquidity, right? Pretty smart. So they're not able to go through a restructure and bankruptcy or anything like that. So which companies do I want to invest in right now? Not right now, but maybe next week. That has been looking pretty promising in the future ahead. Number 1, Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines are the number 1 so far in the industry, right? So as you can see right now, they're only down 28.86%. They're currently going for $38.80. In the year to date, obviously, as you saw, they are down 27.71%. Before the pandemic, they were going for around 57.60 cents. That's around $19 per share. Now, I wish I would have bought down here when they were around $23 because that is a 59% increase, right? But from right here to right up here, that's about 33% increase per stock. Now, if you earn right now and you wait, huge increase for these guys right here. Now, second stock that I want to go to is Delta. Delta has created quite a bit of money for themselves, right? As you saw, they burned, a lot of money. Now, in the year to date, well, I should probably go to year to date. There you go. They're down to 46.21%. See if it's the same with this one, 41.06. Anyways, before the pandemic that hit in March, they were going for around $59, right? That's around $18 per share as well. That's a whopping 47% towards the upside. Now, are we going to pre-pandemic numbers right away? No. Are we going to pre-pandemic numbers in 2021? No. But we will be able to get to that point in at least 2 years, right? Like, look at, there's high volatility right here, but at least in 5 years they've been increasing 18%, right? So that's what I like about Delta being number 2. Number 3 is a little weird one, but I like Hawaiian Holdings. Hawaiian Holdings currently going from $12.79. It's not bad right now, right? It's not going for a lot of money. Now, in the year to date, they're currently down 56.24%. They are almost at last place, right? Hawaiian down 55.31%. Now, they were going for around $29 pre-pandemic, right? So that's actually pretty good. That's $17 towards the upside. That's around 56% towards the upside. Now, if if you guys don't see the potential that some of these have, there's something wrong with you, right? Now, the fourth one that I want to talk about is United Airline Holdings. United Airline, they're almost at last place. They're down 58.96%, right, in the year to date. So, in the year to date. So, in the year to date, they were going for around $85, $79. Let's go to 5 years, 3 years. The highest they've gone, I think it's $96. And I know it might not seem like a lot for you guys, but even if we just invest right now, right, that's $45 to the upside. That is incredible, right? In my opinion, that is incredible. That is a huge gain. Now, I don't think that they're gonna get to pre-pandemic numbers next year. I personally will buy some of these, and I'm gonna hold 1 to 2 years, and they are gonna go towards the upside, because honestly they can't go lower unless we get hit by like a second, a third, or a fourth wave of this pandemic, and we just don't recuperate, and a lot of these companies will go bankrupt. Now, that is a total possibility, but you should definitely do your homework before you invest in this company. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm gonna do in case you're interested, right? And I'm not holding this a long term. This is 1 to 2 year play, right? They're going to the upside, and I'm gonna sell, right? Because they're definitely just gonna go to the upside, and they're just gonna keep having volatility. Now, as everyone knows, you should buy low, sell high. How low can you get? How low can you get right now, right? I don't know. You guys are crazy. I'm crazy. We're all crazy. But these are the 4 stocks, 4 airlines that I will be investing next week. Not a lot, but some. And hopefully in 1 or 2 years, we're able to go towards the upside. Anyways, that was today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as press that subscribe button, because honestly it does go a long way in supporting the channel, and I will be doing a giveaway once we reach 600 subscribers. But until then, see you guys next time on Coffee and Stocks.